Roger Espinoza, Sporting Kansas City. You're watching Futbolr.
Yeah, I said do this smile, right?
Hold on. Roger Espinoza, Sporting Kansas City. You're watching FutbolrTV.
Now, Futbolr Clothing is a family-owned business. What does family mean to you?
A lot. I don't think without my family I'll be here. Seeing my mom going to work every morning and my dad not seeing them until later in the day, they're sacrifice for you. Yeah. So when you tell me, that what family means for you is a lot, it's sacrifices that you have to do for one another, and the ultimate goal is to be happy in that. So it definitely, when you tell me football is a family, it's great. It makes me think of all those things.
Definitely. You are recently working and started a non-profit organization. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I joined this company and a non-profit foundation in Kansas City called UnBound. As a player and traveling and doing all this stuff, it becomes difficult. And it's not easy. I learned that it's not easy doing a foundation, non-profit organization. It gets very tough. All the paperwork and everything figured out, traveling. And with this company, I was able to learn a lot and figure it out. And I partnered with them and was able to go to Honduras and do clinics, soccer clinics, and visit families who are very low income, below poverty, we would say here in the U.S. And it's something that I will never forget. Being able to be there and help these kids, and something that prepare me for the future if I ever want to start something on my own.
Yeah. How did the players in the Honduras national team treat you, knowing that you're a player who, obviously your blood, but you were mostly raised, or had a good proportion of your life being raised in the States? Did anybody treat you a little bit differently?
No, actually, as a player, I did think that at first when I got there, but once they hear me speak, tell them exactly where I grew up and all that, and they're playing and then messing around, just hanging out with them, they start realizing that you're one of them. And I'm not the only player. There's been one player in the past, who was Ramon Nunez. Then I came, and then we have a couple more that are now the national team that I grew up here in the United States. But they know the situation. They know a lot of Honduran kids grow up here just because of the situation in the country. But no, at the beginning, it was kind of tough trying to get used to the jokes. But then you're with your people. That's where you belong, and they know that's where you belong too. So it hasn't been any change growing up in the United States. Maybe mentalities or culture changes a little bit, but it's actually it works to your advantage at the end of the day.
Definitely. Do you think the federation is more open to finding Honduran American players in the States?
There's a search for more players here in the United States now. I think there's a couple now that are starting to play professional in MLS, and I'm sure they'll be called right away. Trying to steal them from the U.S. But if they decide to play for U.S. too, I'd be more than happy for them, because U.S. is a country that opens the doors for our family. And I say if it wasn't for U.S. too, I wouldn't be where I'm at. It's definitely the land of opportunities, and those opportunities were there for me. Either I decided to be a soccer player or wherever I wanted to be, the opportunities are there here in the United States.
How's your transition coming back here in the United States? I know off the field it's a little bit easier, but on the field playing at the MLS, coming from a championship.
Yeah, you don't realize once you leave for a year or two how much the league grows. You come back and you're like, well, I remember when I was there. I'm not trying to say it's become easier, but you were getting a place that you knew exactly what to do to be successful. And then you come back and guys are just kicking you all over the place, and you're like, what's going on? Everybody got stronger. What happened here? And and players are faster, players play quicker, and the league has grown, and players have gotten better, and now you have to step your game up even more, and that's great because you work hard for that. And I think that was a little hard last year, trying to get back into the things of the league. Traveling is one of the things.
Big country.
Over there, you get in a train and you're there in an hour and you play and you're back home. Here, it takes 3 days.
3 days.
3 days to do everything, to prepare, to eat well, and all that. So that definitely was very tough.
Yeah, it's a big country. Man. It's really difficult, especially going from one end to the other.
Yeah, imagine the guys who New York all the way to LA.
You know what I mean?
Or like Seattle to now they say Orlando. It's just
they're gonna have to figure that out.
They're
gonna have to definitely figure that out. What do you do to prepare for the game?
Usually, to prepare for games in the morning, I'm a big breakfast guy.
Yeah.
So I have to have a really good breakfast. So I try to get up, usually the games are in the United States are 7 at night or around that time. So I have a big breakfast in the morning, early in the morning, and then, eat something at lunch and then make sure I have a good pregame meal. But in between that, I'm always trying to get myself to do something, not think about the game and not get bored, because 7 at night is a long time in a day, and usually you get a lot of stuff done during that time. So sometimes I have a dog, I try to go walk with my dog. If there's games on TV, I try to watch those games, try to get a little pumped up for the game.
What about music?
Who
you into right now?
There's lately it's been Drake.
Yeah, okay.
Drake's been around, but it definitely changes. There's a lot of, since I'm Hispanic, I listen to a lot of reggaeton.
Nice.
And that gets me going in games.
Yeah.
But I feel like that gets me going every day. But I can listen to any type of music, but usually for game, a lot of rap and a lot of hip hop and reggaeton.
If you could be an artist, would you be a reggaeton artist or a rapper?
That's a good question. A rapper.
Rapper?
Yeah.
MC Espinoza. But listen, I just want to say thank you for the time you're giving us, and we're looking forward to this upcoming season and better yet, another World Cup. What do you think? Another World Cup for you?
I won a couple more at least, but one will definitely
seal it, right?
Yeah, I can seal it for sure. But it's a lot of work, but we'll see what happens. And definitely, thank you so much for having me.
My brother.
Thank you.
Thanks.